Hi Cancer, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website addressed below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards, or deck of cards, with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So my darling lunar brothers and sisters, let's have a look-see. Before we go anywhere, this week we have the Chariot card for the key to the week. This is Cancerian energy. This is that bold aspect of Cancerian energy. I kind of see this card as like the hard exoskeleton of the crab, right? And it's that sort of fast, scurry, change direction, move in different ways kind of energy. Whereas the High Priestess is more like the internal sort of psychic, watery world of the Cancerian energy. But this week, this is a great week, right? Victory, success. I wouldn't say abundance. An abundance of success, an abundance of victory, right? This is giving you the energy to succeed at whatever it is that you turn your hand to. This could be a very powerful week for you. This is going to be a very fast week, a very dynamic week, thank God, because last week, oh my gosh, is it just me or did last week literally feel like an entire eternity? An entire eternity. It was just like the longest freaking week in the history of long weeks, right? It went on and it went on and it went on, right? Not this week. This week is going to be that fast, vibrant, move. And interestingly enough, this week we come into Virgo season, right? So we're all about that change and I'm really excited to see what it's going to bring. For our actions and options, we have the Tower card. So this week we're upsetting the apple cart. And the fact that the Chariot card is in close proximity to this really does mean you are about to change directions. You're going to pull a 180. So if you felt like everything has been slow, things have been lagging, things haven't been moving, you can't understand why, there's like a brain fog, do you know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, okay, I'm going in this direction, it's just not working. Boom. This is going to be the week where we switch options, this is the actions that we're taking this week are to upset the apple cart, to disrupt the routines that we've been stuck in, the outlooks that we've had, the outdated and outmoded thought patterns and processes that we've had. This is the week where we're changing direction. And it will be a fast-paced change of direction. I feel like, because it's the Tower, right? It's the Tower plus the Chariot. Fast. Now, when it comes to your actions and options, this is about what you do and what you choose. It also looks like this week you are choosing to go in a different direction, in some way, shape or form. I'll be intrigued to see how this shows up for everybody. For our communications and conversations, it's the 9 of Wands. All right, Tarot, you've made your point. So, first of all, right, as always, you guys know me, I have to talk about world events. I know I really want to do a video on this, but I just don't really know where to start. I know when I'm reading for someone, for myself, very rarely, very rarely do I read for myself. I find it really difficult because I'm emotional. Hello, Cancer Moon, right? I'm attached to outcomes. So, but when I'm reading, whether it's generals, whether it's for the signs, I know when I'm seeing a world prediction or I call them interruptions. And this is tarot interrupting to tell me that there is something happening this week where there is either going to be some sort of earth-based natural phenomena that we could see. It might be something as small as a storm. It could be something as big as a tsunami. But it does appear that there may be people harmed from it. Now, interestingly enough, the weird thing is I don't feel like this will be civilians. I feel like it's going to be people that work in those fields. So, touch wood, I pray that I'm wrong. We could see a ship go down. We could see, any number of things like that. Very likely to be something that happens by sea. If not, it will have something to do with, it will be something earth-based. So it could be, you know, possibly a volcano, but I feel like it's more like a storm kind of energy. So anyway, you know, that's a world prediction. Now, on another level, the reason I said, all right, Tara, you've made your point, is I realise I don't really I share stories and anecdotes about myself and my life, but I don't really let people in to my world much. And the reason I do that is because I want what I do to be about my content. I want it to be about, so this is like a really long video of me just rambling. What's important is that I want to share more of my life, the experiences that I'm having, that I've had, to give people more of a glimpse of who I am behind the camera. I think that's going to be important in the days ahead. So I am getting there. Please give me time. You know, and Tara's like, yeah, you know, you've made your point well and truly. So for communications and conversations this week, sharing more of who you are, speaking about what has hurt you, what your vulnerabilities are, what you are experiencing at any given moment. This is going to be very important. Keeping people in the loop as to what is going on with you is going to be something that really needs to be paramount this week. Now, this is the thing, you know, we're so good at reading other people's emotions and energies and intuiting stuff. We kind of expect others to do the same. Not everybody has that gift or that ability, and sometimes when people don't read what we want or what we need, we get upset about it. This week you can't do that, Cancer. You're going to have to tell people, this is where I'm at, this is what I'm experiencing, this is what I need. By opening up and speaking those truths and honesties about yourself and where you're at and what you can and can't do, I think opening up that dialogue will be so much more powerful this week. For your money and materials, you've got the Page of Pentacles. So some sort of new endeavor is taking place this week, which is really exciting. This could be some sort of new business, maybe a side hustle. It could be some kind of new direction that you're taking your job in. For some of you, it looks like you're just starting new responsibilities of new jobs started, which is really, really exciting. For others of you, this could be very much about it could be about things that you have implemented and now you start to see the results of. But either which way, finances this week, whatever's happening this week, they are taking your finances in a new direction, and that's very, very exciting. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this could be a great, so it looks like whatever you've started, diet, exercise, you know, keto, like what, you know, whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you've started, you're seeing the results from this week. Now, it is underneath the Tower card. So again, it looks like in a lot of ways you're upsetting the apple cart of your life. It looks like you're going in a lot of new directions. It looks like you're about to really start switching it up and changing it up, which is not necessarily a bad thing at all. When it comes to the home and environment, it feels like you are finally starting to see some kind of result, right? So that's the message for your money and materials in general. This week it looks like you're seeing some kind of solid concrete results after, you know, just seeing mess and stress and hassle and having to juggle so many different things. This is the week where you finally get to see, okay, you know, now it's starting to take shape, now it's starting to take form. For your love and relations, you got the Hermit card. So for those of you that are single, love does not appear to be on the cards, all right? I'm just going to say that. Now, on the other side of this, because it's right underneath the Nine of Wands, you could be having a conversation with somebody this week who may actually really fancy the pants off you, but you don't know it. And by you saying to them, oh, you know, this is going on and this is going on, and you might feel like you're whinging, and this person might be like, oh, so they're human and they're approachable and they've got a lot of shit going on right now, which is why they're so distant. So it's not that they don't like me, I might be in with a chance. Right, there's very much that kind of energy pervading this week. So this is nice. Like I said, you're not necessarily focused on love, but I feel like it's happening around you, or certainly the universe is pulling some strings on your behalf that you're not aware of just yet. For those of you that are partnered, this is really nice. Look at this, because it says that in the time of Virgo, right? So Virgo, as in the Hermit card, coupled with the Page of Pentacles, that there is literally the time of, or the season of Virgo. So this tells me that whatever you guys are working on as a couple this week, it will stretch into the next 5 or 6 weeks, which is nice. It feels like you guys could really be getting to the bottom of what it is that you want and need and desire from each other from here on in. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of honesty this week. Clearly, because I just spilled my guts out. I'm so sorry about that. Anyway, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. What do you notice? What do you love? What do you loathe? Take care, and I'll see you soon.